You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because you've been lied to about what thriving actually means. And that lie is costing you your energy, your fulfillment, and honestly, your life. In the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact philosophy that's helping thousands break free from the busy but empty trap, including 3 techniques you can use today. But first, we need to talk about why everything you've been taught about success is backwards. Here's what nobody tells you. The reason you feel stuck isn't because you're not doing enough. It's because you're doing too much of the wrong things. Think about it. You're checking off tasks, attending meetings, posting content, and networking. But when was the last time you felt alive? Like genuinely excited about your day? Yeah. See, most people fall into one of 3 camps right now. You're either the person who's making it happen on paper, but dying inside, busy as hell, but not fulfilled. Or you're the growth junkie. You've got the morning routine, the journal, the vision board, but something still feels off, like you're missing a piece. Or maybe you just hit a wall. Burnout, loss, crisis, and now you're thinking, what the hell do I even do from here? Here's what I discovered. Thriving isn't about adding more to your life. It's about unlimiting what's already there. And that starts with understanding one critical thing. The word limit comes from the Latin limes, which literally mean a boundary or border. Your entire life, you've been building borders around your potential, around your energy, your belief in what's possible. Some you build, some are built for you. To unlimit yourself isn't about working harder or hustling more. It's about identifying the invisible boundaries, holding you back, and systematically removing them. But here's where it gets interesting. Most people try to remove all their limits at once, and that's why they fail. The Unlimit You philosophy is different. It's surgical, strategic, and it starts with 3 science-backed techniques that rewire how you think, act, and exist. Ready? Let's go. Technique number 1, the Constraint Clarity protocol. Sounds fancy. It's stupid simple. Here's what you do. Every Sunday, ask yourself one question. What's the one thing that, if I solved it this week, would make everything else easier or irrelevant? That's it. 1 constraint, 1 focus. Here's why this works. Stanford researchers found that when we try to focus on multiple things at once, our brains actually perform worse at everything. We think we're multitasking, but really we're just switching rapidly and losing effectiveness each time. But here's the magic. When you identify your primary constraint and attack it, everything downstream gets easier. Personally, I get exhausted daily trying to do scores of things. With this exercise, I fix one thing, reduce my to-do list to few most important. Suddenly I had time, energy, clarity, everything shifted. 1 constraint. Massive ripple effect. Now, you might be thinking, okay, cool, but what about my energy? I'm just drained. That's where Technique 2 comes in. Technique 2, the energy inventory system. And this is going to sound weird, but stick with me. For the next 7 days, I want you to track your energy like you track your money. After every activity, and I mean every activity, rate it. Green, energize me. Yellow, neutral. Red, drain me. By day 7, you'll have a map. A literal map of what's fueling you and what's killing you. Now here's the brutal part. You need to protect your green and eliminate or delegate your red. Tony Schwartz from the Energy Project, who's publishes research in Harvard Business Review, found that people who actively manage their energy instead of just their time are significantly more productive and way more satisfied with their lives. But we don't do this. We manage time. We manage tasks. We never manage energy. And that's why we burn out. Here's what happened when I did this myself. I realized that email first thing in the morning was a massive red. Like, started my day in reactive mode. I switched it. Creative work first. Email later. Game changer. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Treat it that way. But what if you've already burned out? What if you're already at 0? That's what Technique 3 solves. Technique 3, the micromomentum method. And this one specifically for anyone who feels frozen, overwhelmed, like the mountain's too big to climb. Here's the deal. Forget big goals for a second. We're going tiny. Pick one action that takes less than 5 minutes. Something so small it feels almost embarrassing. Want to get fit? Put on your workout shoes. That's it. Don't work out. Just put on the shoes. Want to write a book? Write one sentence. 1. Want to rebuild your life? Make your bed. Sounds ridiculous, right? But here's what neuroscience tells us. Your brain doesn't distinguish between big wins and small wins. It just registers win. And wins create dopamine. Dopamine creates motivation. Motivation creates action. B.J. Fogg from Stanford Behavior Design Lab spent 20 years studying this. His conclusion? Tiny behaviors, repeated consistently, create massive transformation. It's not about the size of the action. It's about the momentum. One small win, then another, then another. Before you know it, you're actually moving. Now, before we wrap, we got to talk about the biggest myth that stops people from even trying. Here's the myth. If I really commit to thriving, I'll have to give up fun. I'll be alone. It'll be boring. Nope. That's the old model of success. The hustle culture, grind yourself to dust model. The Unlimit You philosophy, completely opposite. Thriving means you have more time for what matters, more energy for the people you love, more space for joy. Harvard ran an 80-year study, literally followed people for 8 decades, to find out what makes humans happy. The answer? Not money, not achievement, not productivity. Relationships. The people who thrived weren't the ones who worked 100-hour weeks. They were the ones who had strong connections, laughed regularly, and actually enjoyed their lives. So, if you're worried that growth means isolation, stop. Real thriving is holistic. It includes rest, play, connection, fun. You're not a machine. You're a human. Act like it. All right, here's what I need from you. If this clicked for you, if something in this video made you think differently, hit that like button right now, because that tells YouTube to share this with someone else who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because we're building a community of people who refuse to settle for busy but empty. But here's the real challenge. Drop a comment and tell me, which of these 3 techniques are you trying first? Constraint clarity? Energy inventory? Micro momentum? I'm reading every single comment, and I'll respond. You got everything you need to unlimit yourself. The only question is, will you actually do it? Move now.